I have been teaching for 6 years, and this is my 4th year with GISD. So when I first started teaching, I taught kindergarten for 2 years, and then I taught at Head Start at Gainesville. And Head Start is an early childhood education program, which has 3- and 4-year-olds. And then I decided I wanted to change, so I came up to the high school, and for the past 2 years, I've been teaching at the high school. So I teach the education pathway, which has 2 classes right now. So education and training and human growth and development. And then I also help Miss Young with the culinary program, and I teach the intro to culinary. So this year I took on a new role as a student council sponsor, and I was not in student council in high school, so it was very new to me, but I'm so blessed and happy that I had Miss Dill, who gave me so much support through everything. I couldn't have done anything in the beginning of the year without her. She was there with me every step of the way, so I'm really excited that now I'm a part of it. So coming from an early childhood education background, and I taught the little ones, I think coming to the high school, I've kept some of my elementary ways. Like for culinary, I still do KWL charts. And it might be, I had one student tell me, Miss Oliva, we haven't seen this since 4th grade. And I tell them, I'm like, but this is something that you could still use, even though you're not in elementary anymore, we can use it at a higher level. And with the education pathway, it's a lot. Some of the stuff that we do is like making posters and getting into that elementary mindset. So I'm happy that I have that background to help them in their future. So growing, both my parents worked for GISD growing up, and they were both, my mom was a janitor at the high school, and my dad was janitor at Edison. And so we would get on the bus, my sisters and I, and we would ride on over to Edison after school. And our job was to help him with the trash cans. And sometimes we'd sneak into a classroom, and I would pretend to be the teacher, and my sisters would sit in the desk and be my students. And I think that is, I've always wanted to be in education. I feel like it's really easy for me to connect to my students. And just because I'm Hispanic, I feel like a lot of the Hispanic girls kind of look to me, and we kind of relate to each other because we come from the same background. And since I come from Gainesville, I came to this school. I came to school my sophomore year when I went to the old high school my freshman year. So coming here, and then Mr. Glancy was also my principal. So I can kind of relate to them in that aspect, as I've already been in your shoes. I've been where you're trying to get to. So I think they see themselves in me, and I see myself in them because I went through the same steps as they're going through now. I feel very supported at GHS. Anytime when I took on the new role as student council, Miss Dunlap was one of the first ones that came up to me, was like, hey, if you need any help planning homecoming or have any questions, she kind of helped me and let me know that she was there for me. And my partner teacher is Miss Young, and so we kind of teach different things, but I felt amazing support from her too. I've never felt alone. I've always felt like I can go to somebody, especially with Miss Dill taking over student council. And I felt like I could always ask a question. And I've felt that with everybody here on campus. I think one of my strengths that we have such a huge a Hispanic population here in Gainesville. And I've noticed even whenever I was at Head Start, is when a parent walked into my room and they saw that I could speak Spanish, it was just like a sigh of oh, I can speak to her. And I think that, and I see that with my students, is it'll be either their first day of school or they'll be in my classroom, and once they realize I can speak Spanish, it's like a light bulb. They see me and they feel I don't have to think about the things that I want to say to her. I can just naturally talk to her and not have to talk to my teacher through somebody else. I love the fact that I'm able to build connections with our students, and they make me, it's a different type of connection, because when I was in the younger grades, I was playing more, not playing, but teaching as more of a mom role. And here at the high school, it's more of a mentor, not a core subject, but I can actually help them learn life skills.